Hey guys, thank you for tuning into another devlog on my tower defense game that I'm developing in the Unity game engine. Now, before I jump into any development, I want to address a few things. A couple weeks ago, I started a new full-time role at Tin Man Games as a gameplay and tools programmer, working on an upcoming virtual reality title, Neon Squad, for the Oculus Quest. I've been adjusting into the swing of full-time work and had to hold off on personal projects as I got settled in. Now, I do also have some retrospective videos planned for my full-time work experience, such as how I landed the job, and also some day-in-the-life type videos for the near future. So stay tuned for those as well. Now, I finally found a rhythm that works with my social life, personal life, and work life, and I'm keen to get it back into making some content while working on my tower defense game, as it's been a while since I've opened the project. So that sort of brings me on to my next point. Being in this full-time job, I've already learned so much on another side of game development. So much so, in fact, that I want to take a step back from the development on this game and go back to the drawing board. When I started this project, it was pretty much just an idea that I had brewing in my head for a while, and without much other thought, I just started coding. Now, as this was the case, there was a big problem on the design end of this project, and that's something that I want to get into before I continue development. To give a specific example, the characters and enemies in the game went in with very little to no thought. And I'm not saying that the characters should have context, but I literally went into Aseprite with no reference, no idea, and I just started drawing the first thing that came to my mind. Animal, creature, human, whatever it was. So in context of the game, something like this big pig orc warrior and a worm next to each other is unnatural. Now, the plan for the design is of course subject to change, and I expect it to during the course of the development. But I feel like it would be beneficial for this project if I were to map out the specifics of it. So, things like how levels interact with each other, level progression, unlockables, various game modes or characters. There will be more to address as I come to it, but these are just to name a few off the top of my head. Now, I will be continuing from the existing project, but I'm going to take a step back from where I'd left off, and I'm now going to do a proper project plan, which will hopefully map out specific tasks and things that I can actually work on to make this into a proper game. So, stay tuned. Okay, so I've just cracked the project open for the first time in around 2.5 months, and immediately I'm brought into the game scene. And as much as I liked it at the time, the design of it is just all over the place. So I think in the last video actually I discussed how I intended to make all the UI feel like it's a part of the scene. And this was a really cool approach for some things like the shop and the characters, but the level counter, the health counter, and the currency counter just doesn't feel right in my opinion. And same goes with the tower upgrade. That part really made no sense. Like, it's cool, but considering my intention was to make the scene feel more immersive, having a tower that gets bigger actually doesn't make sense to the game, and it's kind of jarring when the towers disappear continually as it's per character. Now, before I really get deep into this, I think it's going to benefit me to familiarize myself with the codebase again, as it has been a while since I've last looked at it. Hey guys, so I've just done a bit of a scene reset, and although it may look like I'm taking it apart, obviously I have a clearer vision in mind. I'm going to be working on getting a proper game design document out on this project, as it is something I would like to see come to life properly. Now today's actually September 13th, and as I mentioned, it has been a while since I've really looked through this project. So I'm going to spend a few days just going over this and easing myself into the project. I'm in no real rush to get this out, but one mistake I made early on in this project, which I commented on at the start of the video, was that I never fully fleshed out the ideas of it. And that's what I plan to do. And I'm going to do this both for myself and because I want this to be something that you guys can play. So with that in mind, and I know I didn't get much into development in this video, but I have a vision and it's something that I know I can achieve. Now, on that note, I will be attempting fortnightly videos for this project, which will most likely mean less large chunks of content, but more regular updates. The top of my priority list at the moment is to work on the user interface for this project and get that sparkled up, which also includes the menus and the in-game overlays. Now, I appreciate the support as always, and I want to thank you to the consistent views that I've been getting. I'm really close to getting monetized as well, which isn't a huge deal, but it would mean a lot if you enjoy this type of content to subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other videos as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys very soon.